Hello and what's up, madlang people? Welcome back to VRB Podcast. And tonight, we will be talking about copyright. So, why do you get a notification about copyright and it says your channel is not given a strike, but someone is claiming for the music or even the video that you uploaded? Um So, copyright means someone owns your material. Let's say, for example, in my case, I got loads actually. Let's say I covered a song by Creed, and it's clearly stated there that it's a cover of a song. Like, let's say it's My Sacrifice by Creed, VRB cover. Immediately, by just putting that as title, it will flag because the title itself and the band owns that song. So it alerts the person seeing it, or if YouTube got a way of screening it via the text, that will alert already. And obviously, the song. So if you just use the exact song, and then you played on top of it, even though you played on top of it, they're sort of police, albeit it's a computerized or a person manually checking your content or the things that you're posting, will immediately notice it. So that's why you get copyright. Second is when someone uh, like paid the original artist that they will do their own like backing track, for example, and they paid royalty for that so that they can claim copyright. Like again, I will state myself as an example. I do backing tracks before, like karaoke backing track, and then I uploaded. It was Pink song. Uh, just give me a reason, something like that, and I got copyrighted, and they asked to, or they didn't even probably ask. I just got notified that the backing track that I did or karaoke backing track was removed because there's this karaoke company who did um, that song, and they want to claim ownership, and they asked to me to remove it. Although I was the one who did everything, it's not copied from their own karaoke tracks, but because they paid, it seems like they already got the right to remove the backing track that I did because of the word karaoke backing track, which they paid royalty to Pink that they're gonna do a karaoke backing track. But I didn't even use their karaoke backing track. I built it from scratch. So that can happen. So for example, you're covering a guitar instrumental and you use a backing track, and the person who made that backing track paid royalty to, let's say, Joe Satriani. So that person or that company can claim ownership for the backing track that you use. So even though you're the one who played the guitar part on top of the backing track, you will still get copyright. So it's a little bit like a cat and mouse thing on YouTube with copyright. Another issue with copyright is, again, as an example, I upload or I use CD Baby as my digital distribution for my music. So technically, I own my own music and then I upload it on YouTube. But because I use CD Baby, and CD Baby now is my sort of police for my music. It's me who owns that music. I upload it on my channel on YouTube. I still get a copyright notice for my own music. So let's say the one example was, I think I was doing a guitar maintenance or reassembling my guitar, the Lion by Washburn. And while I was doing that, I used my Strawberry Milk Cold, the pink one, composition, my music. And then CD Baby recognized that, oh, that's the song that Vincent um, uploaded on our site, on our digital distribution. So yeah, I got copyrighted, so I can't monetize my own song on my own channel in YouTube because CD Baby claims that on my behalf they were the one who is sort of trying to be like the police for copyright. So that's another thing. And then what else? Oh, most common question about copyright is, how can I get away with it? So if you're trying to cover a song, there's a chance you can get away with it, but it's very, very slim. So, one thing that a lot of the people are doing is they change the tempo because when they check for copyright, one is the tempo itself. So, for example, I uploaded a drum uh, machine of my Digitech RP55. I did a video on the drum machine of that pedal. The drum machine there, the drum patterns are built-in drum patterns. And for some reason, the beats per minute that I use on a particular drum pattern was the same from another song, and I did got copyrighted about the drum machine of Digitech RP55. Imagine, just for the exact tempo and drum pattern, they can immediately send you a notification that uh, it's a copyrighted song, when in fact it's a built-in drum pattern from my pedal. So yeah, the tempo. So if you're trying to cover a song, it's either you lower the tempo, so you make the upbeat song into ballad, and if the song is a bit ballad, try to spice it up, make it groovy, funky, change it. Then you can slightly get away with that song, because that's where they will consider it as your cover. It's like you created a new version out of their song. So slightly you can get away with it. Uh, Another way, this is also what I've read and experienced, is to cut the song. If it's just few seconds of the song, or just a part of the song, unless they applied for a copyright for, like, the intro, for example. Most likely when you do the intro, let's say Sweet Child of Mine, those really distinct intros, once you did that, even Hotel California, once you did that intro, then that's it. They will already recognize that's the song. You get copyrighted immediately. So even though you just did an intro, you get notified already. Um, but as I said, if you cut it, like you did the solo, but just part of that solo, or before the singer sings in the verse, you did a little bit of that part, then you can get away, as long as you chop the song, then jump to an ending, or mid part of the song and then just few seconds, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds on that part, jump again, you might get away with it because you're not doing the entire song. Uh, and obviously, if you really want to get away with it, is to pay, like CD Baby is doing that, but it's expensive. It depends on who's the artist and uh, which song. Let's say you want to cover Eric Clapton's Tears in Heaven, and that's a bit expensive compared to covering a song by, let's say, The Calling, for example. So it depends of who is the artist, because it depends which company or the artist itself, how much they want to charge to do a cover, or you are going to pay for like the copyright, so that you got like an evidence that you're allowed to distribute or do the cover of their song. Another, I've said earlier about video. I did got a copyright both audio and video, and this is I think I forgot if it's Mr. Tumble or it's a kids program, and we went to this festival, and then I took a video of it, just a short video. And when I upload it, immediately it says there copyrighted video and audio material. So yeah, sometimes it's like that. Right. And the bottom line of this podcast is my sort of frustration about my cover of Hotel California. It's not really cover, it's a looping. So I start from scratch. I use a selected drum pattern from my Zoom G1X on, and then I put like an acoustic chords pattern, which is also like Hotel California. I added a bass, which is similar to Hotel California, and then I put a reggae, like a rhythm overlay or overdub, and I was trying to share that I'm using this particular patch, which is rake patch. So I'm doing like a reggae pattern there. And then I did the lead, and then I even messed up with the lead solo, because I was trying to find the key. And then I managed to do the lead, but I cut and then jumped to the lead bit. And I posted it. It's got a good hits. I think it reaches about 18,000 views. And then when it reached that, that's when I got copyrighted. So almost a year or more than a year before I get the copyright notice, because as I said, it was from scratch, and then it was blocked in all territories. Then I've heard from people saying, "Oh yeah, Eagles, especially Hotel California, you can't get away with it. You always get copyrighted when you cover it." So I said it's fine. But after like almost a year, for some reason or more than a year, I just checked on my YouTube studio, creator studio, and check about the copyright. When I checked, it says there that I use the music from uh, what's his name? It's a ukulele version. So they paid like for the cover of Hotel California ukulele version, and the owner of like the copyright for that is BMG, and that sort of like made me a bit confused, because there's no way I use their audio because I was doing it from scratch. That's the first thing. Second, there's a big difference between ukulele version and my version, which is an electric guitar looping using Zoom G1X on. So I said to myself, there's something wrong with this one. So I disputed it. So I filed a dispute for the copyright claim. Then they just ignored it. They let it, because they need to respond to me within 30 days. It went down up to 7 days, I think, and nothing. And then near the end, maybe 2 days, 3 days, or even the last day, they just said that their claim is valid. I didn't provide them enough evidence, because I think they want me to provide, like, I paid ownership for that material. Well, the argument that I was saying is, your claim that I used the ukulele version of Hotel California by Sungha Jung, something like that. I didn't use his music, not at all. It's totally different. It's an electric guitar using Zoom G1X on, drum pattern from Zoom G1X on, and then I layered everything. I can appeal, but it becomes really harder, is you need to provide more details now, and if you got representative, so they're putting it on a higher scale. But then it's ridiculous, isn't it? I would be happy if it's Eagles saying that's our song, and we don't want you to use our song, or you can cut out, because it started from scratch. They could have just say this part, but the entire video was blocked in all territories, because I used his music, which I didn't. And then at the bottom as well, it says that it was manually checked. So the person, if it's manually, it's got to do with a person who's checking it, is also daft. Doesn't know the difference between ukulele and electric guitar, because it's manually checked and it says that I used his music. Wow. And even when I disputed it and they just ignored it, it's like I'm a super tiny person that they just ignore whatever you say. We own that one. It's because probably they paid for that cover, the ukulele version. They paid Eagles for that. Now, if you put something Hotel California cover, it alerts them already, and that one is got 18,000 views and it's being monetized, blocked it. Well, it's unfair, isn't it? They could just say, okay, from this part where you did the guitar solo, we don't want that. But it's a guitar solo, it's not a ukulele. I just couldn't understand it. So yeah, I won't appeal, and I'm gonna post it here section. I will cut it because I don't want to post it again and then they'll claim it again. It's being too much ridicule. So I'll just post it here. You'll be the judge, guys. And yeah, so much for the emotions on this podcast. But if you got story to tell, guys, you can share it on the comment section, and let me hear your thoughts regarding copyright. And because I'll be sharing this one particularly, my experience, perhaps you can react on it as well. and maybe enlighten me regarding copyright. Because I'm not perfect, but I became a bit emotional and sensitive because it's my own artistic creativity that I used to make videos, and I try hard as well to like avoid and make a bit original material. Seldom I'm covering, or if I do cover, I try to change it a bit. Uh, but this time, this one particularly was like it's so muddy for me, so blurry that I couldn't understand how a ukulele version, which I didn't use as well, came to block my video saying that they own or I've used their music for my video. So yeah, I don't want to keep on and make this very very long uh, conversation regarding that Hotel California video. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. And for those who are new to my podcast, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow me here on my YouTube channel. God bless, guys. See you again next time. Bye.